Greg Gutfeld has been notably missing from the Five, leaving viewers and fans puzzled. For weeks, rumors have been circulating about his sudden absence, with many speculating everything from health issues to controversies. Now, Fox News has finally confirmed the truth behind his disappearance. What's the real reason behind his time away, and how long will he be gone? Stay with us as we uncover the surprising details behind Greg Gutfeld's unexpected break and what's next for the beloved host. Gutfeld hosts the popular late-night show Gutfeld, routinely the highest-rated show on late-night TV in terms of total viewers. He is a member of The Five, the highest-rated show on the highest-rated network on cable TV. In that respect, he may well be the most popular person in cable news. He's definitely one of the smarmiest, though Jesse Waters, one of his co-hosts on The Five, gives him a run for his money. That's not a criticism so much as brand recognition. It's what Gutfeld is known for. Recently, Gutfeld has been absent from TV, and, as happens every time someone misses some shows, people start to wonder, has he been fired, or something else happened to him? It happens with local TV news and with national TV news. But come on, in Gutfeld's case, do you really think they'd fire such a popular personality? Well, anything is possible in this uncertain world. Before revealing the real reason behind Greg's absence, let's share some surprising details about his life. Can you guess the reason before we unveil it? Greg Gutfeld is a familiar face to viewers of Fox News, having been a staple on the right-leaning cable news network for more than a decade. Greg began as a contributor in 2007 before being tapped to host the network's irreverent middle-of-the-night show, Red Eye. It was there that his flair for politically incorrect comedy took flight, building a loyal audience of insomniacs and, as once he joked to the Daily Beast, people with overactive bladders, breastfeeders, and meth addicts. Getting late-night laughs wasn't the only thing keeping Gutfeld occupied at Fox News. In addition to Red Eye, daytime viewers also watched him bring his contrarian opinions to The Five, a weekday panel show in which Gutfeld, as one of 5 regular panelists, shared his typically skewed take on the news of the day. Viewers who watch Greg Gutfeld are well aware that he's politically right-wing with a libertarian flair. However, he wasn't always a dyed-in-the-wool conservative. As a teenager, I was a liberal, Gutfeld recalled in a 2009 interview with Reason. As he recounted, Gutfeld eventually came to realize that he was a complete fraud, particularly when he attended left-leaning Berkeley as an undergrad. It was during his college years that his political views evolved, apparently driven by his individualist nature. I became a conservative by being around liberals, and I became a libertarian by being around conservatives, he explained. You realize that there's something distinctly in common between the two groups, the left and the right. The worst part of each of them is the moralizing. After graduating college, Greg Gutfeld began a career in magazine journalism, starting off with the conservative journal, The American Spectator. As a profile in Reason pointed out, an unsuccessful attempt at screenwriting led Gutfeld to pursue further magazine work, including serving as editor of Men's Health, Stuff, and Maxim's British edition. While racy men's magazines Stuff and Maxim proved to be a good fit for his irreverent point of view, even Gutfeld had to admit that being editor of Men's Health wasn't a particularly good fit. I was the only editor of any health magazine that did a feature on how smoking is good for you, he told Reason in an article titled, I Smoke and I Work at Men's Health. During his years on Red Eye, Greg Gutfeld's tendency to make outrageous, attention-hunting statements generated controversy, sometimes more than he'd expected. That was the case with an episode in which he mocked Canada's military role in Afghanistan. As CBC News reported, Gutfeld was discussing a recent announcement that the Canadian military could require a year of recovery time after the country ended its military presence in Afghanistan. Meaning, the Canadian military wants to take a breather to do some yoga, paint landscapes, run on the beach in gorgeous white capri pants, Gutfeld quipped. Gutfeld's joke upset the Canadians, who responded with outraged backlash, particularly from Peter MacKay, a Canadian defense minister at the time, who slammed Gutfeld's remarks as crass, insensitive, in fact, disgusting. Gutfeld subsequently did offer an apology, insisting that his joke was in no way an attempt to make light of troop efforts. However, I realize that my words may have been misunderstood. It was not my intent to disrespect the brave men, women, and families of the Canadian military, and for that, I apologize. Insulting Canada was far from the only time that Greg Gutfeld made controversial remarks. In 2010, he took to his blog, The Daily Gut, to share his response to plans for a Muslim community center and mosque on the site of Ground Zero in Lower Manhattan. Gutfeld wrote of planning to build and open the first gay bar that caters not only to the West, but also Islamic gay men, right next door to the site of the mosque. As an American, I believe they have every right to build the mosque. After all, if they buy the land and they follow the law, who can stop them? Which is why, in the spirit of outreach, I've decided to do the same thing, he continued. Gutfeld was adamant that this is not a joke, pointing out that Islam does not look kindly upon homosexuality, which is why I'm building this bar. His goal, he claimed, was to break down barriers and reduce deadly homophobia in the Islamic world. Greg Gutfeld has not been shy about expressing his views on so-called cancel culture. During a conversation with Outkick, he got real about how social media has become something of a minefield, simply by virtue of allowing everybody a platform upon which to share stupid thoughts that could later come back to bite them. Perhaps Gutfeld views Twitter more as a promotional tool than a digital soapbox, but that doesn't stop him from airing his opinions when he feels like it. Apart from his professional controversies, Greg's marriage has long been a hot topic of discussion. Greg Gutfeld makes a career out of sharing his loud and colorful political opinions on Fox News, including on his show, Gutfeld. However, the truth about Gutfeld's personal life is a lot less public. That includes his marriage to Russian photo editor and stylist Elena Musa, who is nearly 2 decades his junior. Musa hardly makes any mention of Gutfeld on Instagram. He, on the other hand, used to post pictures of his wife somewhat frequently, though none have been shared since 2021. Even then, the posts offered little insight into their relationship, with Gutfeld opting for pictures of lunch dates and casual outings with his family. The Five co-host made an exception in March 2022. In light of Russia's invasion, Gutfeld revealed his mother-in-law was stuck in Ukraine and detailed his efforts to fly her out. Maybe by tomorrow or the next day, she will be with her daughter, and it's because of those guys who work for Fox News. He thanked the colleagues who helped his family. 2 months later, he celebrated his mother-in-law, giving a rare glimpse of his family life dynamics. Happy Mother's Day to Elena's mom. Thanks for creating the best thing in my life, he captioned the May 2021 Instagram post. Despite their stunning age gaps, Gutfeld and Musa's relationship has withstood the test of time, and then some. Born in September 1964, Greg Gutfeld celebrated his Big 6-0 with the help of Fox News colleagues in 2024. Elena Musa celebrated her birthday just 2 weeks earlier, though she turned a considerably younger 42. That means they are almost exactly 18 years apart. That's a considerable age gap, especially considering how long Gutfeld and Musa have been together. The two tied the knot in a civil ceremony in New York in late 2004, when she was just 22 years old, and he was 40. The age gap appears to have been a non-issue from the get-go. Despite her young age, Gutfeld knew Musa was the one for him when he met her at a conference in Portugal. When I saw her, I said to the editor of Maxim Russia, "Who is this woman?" And I foolishly hit on her for 3 days, he told the Daily Mail in 2015. They wed 5 months later. Musa later segued into fashion design, attending Parsons School of Design and graduating in 2017. According to Musa's Parsons page, during her time of study, she created a collection of dramatic turbans that explores the relationship between fabric and paper. The couple's relationship is often admired for its stability and low-profile nature. While many celebrity marriages face public scrutiny and challenges, Greg and Elena have managed to keep their bond strong. Their ability to support each other's careers and maintain a private life amidst the media glare is commendable. However, Greg's sense of humor and outspoken nature often make their way into his commentary about marriage. On his show and in interviews, Greg has occasionally shared lighthearted anecdotes about married life, showcasing his playful personality. These moments reveal a side of Greg that fans love, someone who doesn't take himself too seriously and values the lighter side of relationships. Now, circling back to Greg's mysterious absence, have you managed to guess what might have happened? Greg Gutfeld's prolonged absence from his shows, particularly The Five, has sparked widespread speculation among viewers. Many fans are now wondering whether the popular host has been fired from Fox News. Known for his witty commentary and sharp humor, Greg's presence on the network is a significant draw for audiences, and his disappearance has not gone unnoticed. The ongoing absence has fueled rumors that he might be caught up in some kind of controversy that led to his potential firing. Some viewers have speculated that a behind-the-scenes conflict or a disagreement over content could be the reason for his hiatus. Others have pointed to Fox's history of letting go of high-profile hosts amidst controversies, such as Tucker Carlson and Bill O'Reilly, as a possible pattern that Greg might be following. Adding to the speculation, The Five has continued to air on the network without Greg, featuring his co-hosts engaging in discussions about pressing social, political, and economic issues. While the show still maintains its dynamic, Greg's absence has left a noticeable void, leading many to question what might have happened. His bold and often polarizing opinions have occasionally landed him in hot water, prompting some fans to wonder if a similar incident could be behind his sudden disappearance. Despite the swirling rumors, there's little evidence to suggest that Greg Gutfeld has been fired from Fox News. In fact, he recently took to X to post an update about his comedy show, which also airs on Fox. In the post, he shared details about the latest guests featured on the program, indicating that he remains actively involved with the network. This update reassured many fans that Greg is likely just on a brief hiatus and not facing any significant fallout. Moreover, Greg has built a strong rapport with his audience and the network over the years. His unique style and humor have made him a cornerstone of Fox's lineup. Given his popularity, it seems unlikely that the network would part ways with him without a formal announcement. Historically, when Fox has severed ties with high-profile hosts, both the network and the individuals involved have released official statements to address the situation. The exact reason for Greg's absence remains unclear. It could simply be a planned break, personal matters, or even health-related issues that have yet to be disclosed. Without concrete information, fans have been left to speculate, but there's no substantial evidence to support the idea that he has been fired. In the meantime, viewers will have to wait for Greg's return, or an official explanation from either the host or the network. For now, it appears that his absence is temporary, and the rumors about his firing are just that, rumors. Several theories have emerged, with the most common speculation being that Greg took time off to focus on his mental health. Given the pressures of working in a high-profile media environment, it wouldn't be entirely surprising if Greg decided to step away for some much-needed rest and self-care. Mental health has become a widely discussed topic in recent years, with many public figures choosing to prioritize their well-being. Viewers have expressed their support for the idea that Greg might be taking a break to manage stress or personal challenges, similar to other celebrities who have openly discussed their struggles with mental health. Another theory that has surfaced is the possibility of Greg being absent due to illness. Fans have speculated that he might have been dealing with an undisclosed health issue. However, this theory seems less likely, as there has been no recent media coverage or reports suggesting that Greg has been ill. He has not made any public statements about his health, which leads many to believe that if illness were the cause, it would likely have been disclosed by the media or the network. The real reason behind Greg's absence is a pleasant surprise that no one could have predicted. The puzzle of Greg Gutfeld's sudden disappearance from Fox News has finally been unraveled, catching viewers completely off guard. The 60-year-old host had been missing from The Five for an extended period, leaving audiences to wonder whether he had been let go by the network. To what was apparently the surprise of many, Gutfeld, 60, became a father. Dana Perino, another co-host of The Five, made the announcement on the show last week. "This is going to be a great surprise for a lot of you," Perino said. "You might have noticed that our friend Greg Gutfeld hasn't been here for a couple of weeks, and it's for a good reason. This is a statement that he sent me today, so I'm reading this as if I'm Greg. It is with great joy that my wife Elena and I have welcomed a baby girl into the world. Mira is healthy with a real set of lungs." In typical fashion, Greg's announcement included a touch of humor. "She has Alana's beautiful eyes and my rock-hard abs. We are hard at work teaching her 3 languages and putting her through rigorous workout routines," reports said. Additionally, he couldn't resist playfully jabbing at fellow presenter Jesse Waters. "She is already very observant and has asked if Jesse wears a toupee. I told her that he definitely wears a wig," Greg's message teased. Greg Gutfeld also took to social media to share personal news, ending his post with a touch of humor about his French bulldog. "As you can understand, we value our privacy, and we thank everyone for the good wishes. And now, I have to go stop Gus from licking her face. The five hosts congratulated Gutfeld, also in their own way. We are there in spirit, Perino said. Just not changing diapers. Waters weighed in with, we are enjoying the time without you. Take as long as you want. Amidst the showers of congratulations from fans on his reveal, there were those taken aback by the unexpected announcement. From Twitter, one user expressed disbelief. Literally the very last thing I thought his absence would be about. What a pleasant surprise. I forgive him for being gone now. Similarly, another stunned user tweeted, I never saw that coming. Did you? Another chimed in with, just heard the news. Surprised, but happy for them. Wow. Greg and Elena's romance began in London, where she was a photo editor at Maxim, while he helmed the UK edition of the magazine from 2004 to 2006. On Christmas Day, the Fox News star took to his Instagram to share a handful of festive posts with his 541k followers. The first upload was an adorable snap of his beloved French bulldog, Gus, chilling on the couch. Along with it, Greg penned, as usual, he got me nothing for Christmas, although he left something that looks like coal in the middle of the living room. With the real reason behind Greg's absence now revealed, fans are eagerly anticipating his return to the show. America has been wondering where Greg has been. Guest host Kat Timpf said, well, the mysteries have been solved. Greg Gutfeld, the beloved host of The Greg Gutfeld Show, will not be returning to Fox News until January 2025. He is taking time off to spend with his family and celebrate the joys of fatherhood. Recently becoming a new dad, Greg has chosen to step away from his demanding career to fully embrace this exciting new chapter in his life. This decision to prioritize family reflects Greg's desire to be present during these precious early moments with his child. His fans have expressed great support for his choice, understanding the importance of bonding with family and enjoying the special milestones of fatherhood. While his absence will be felt, the excitement surrounding his return is building, as fans eagerly anticipate his return with a fresh perspective and renewed energy. Greg's return to Fox News in January 2025 will surely be one to look forward to, with fans excited to see how his time with his family will influence his work and humor. Until then, Greg is taking the time he needs to cherish his new role as a father.